Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes, Trails through Daybreak. A little out of breath, had to run and get the mail on some other stuff, packages, namely, and we are going to try talking to NPCs. There's a lot going on outside, so yeah. We're going to try talking to NPCs, see if they differ any. People seem to be more unsettled yesterday. I think she was here earlier. Huh. I've been keeping an eye on the Opera House, what with the contests and all. I don't remember there being any events for kids scheduled. Did I miss something? So maybe something out here did change. Let's see. Today's classes are Calvardian History 1, Intro to Chemistry, and Intro to Geology. Classes are tough, but I learn a lot from them. They're not only intellectually stimulating, they're fun. If they were boring, I doubt I'd be able to endure taking them on top of my part-time job. Must say, I'm a little sad that the upper-class citizens scarcely board our trams these days. I understand they are very busy and likely dazzled by the glitz and glamour of ETWS cars. But even so, I feel that our orbital trams hold value as a tradition, and we have a duty to maintain them for our descendants. It's almost time to see the Grand Cathedral at long last. Now that the memorial mass is over, we should be able to go right in. It'll be nice to see some actual culture after that Golden Blood film. I expected the Oracion Theater to show more refined movies. Okay, I got my fill of movies for this trip. Time to go see the Grand Cathedral. There's no way will you come all the way to Oracion and not check it out. Might help calm my nerves too. There was a guy glaring at me while we were watching the movie. No idea what that was about, but it gave me the chills. Okay, I'm gonna take a break till they calm down. Okay. Things have quieted down, but it has not cooled off, man. Hey, I heard about what happened this morning. You beat Elaine in a one-on-one fight and earned the right to challenge the big bad. Look at you go. Don't rest on your laurels, though. It's now up to you to stop Almada in their tracks. Right, she passed the baton to us. Now we gotta carry it to the end. Surprised you accepted that conclusion so easily, though. Figured at least one of you'd be in denial. Well, I am a little frustrated since she's our friend. But I have no reason to doubt that you beat her. I just have to accept you're the better fit for the job. Well, thanks, I guess. I'll try to live up to your hopes. The Surface team's managed to keep a tight grip on information so far, though we've run into some trouble now that all the other players have been eliminated. But we'll deal with them all. You just leave it to us. She looks suspicious as all hell, man. I don't know. Number of suspicious individuals have gone down this morning. Did they just up and leave? If they did, then I can't help but wonder why they even came here in the first place. Sounds as though Monique will be heading off again soon. Time really does fly. A year's conclusion is upon us. Just wish it didn't have to end with such a horrible tragedy. I'm sure next year will bring more changes to our lives. Sad to see the old way of life go, but I'd like to see what the future has in store. So yeah, I think that was an old one. They didn't update that line. Seeing the children be so full of cheer reminds me of why this job is so important. We have a duty to protect their smiles. Kids seem to be excited for something or another. As for what it's specifically, I have no idea. There are no restrictions on holding an event, and we certainly won't snuff out a joyful little event that'll bring smiles to children's faces. We'll need to put more effort into our patrols so they can enjoy themselves without worry. My camera's not ready for pickup just yet. Came here 30 minutes early. I'm trusting that Philibert will get it back in peak condition. Want to take tons of photos of the festival. I don't know if it'll be as fun this year, but I'm still pumped for it. Always nice to see Monique. Been ages since she stopped by. She always brings a job that's worth my time. I'll finish it up soon and hand her camera back to her. I'm sure she'll be happy with my work. While I was on my way to the North District to see the palace, I caught sight of the movie theater. It fits in surprisingly well with the rest of the city. It doesn't clash with its aesthetic one bit. The contrast between the palace and the marketplace is striking by comparison. So Elaine was partaking in the game as its 20th team. I had considered that possibility at one point, believe it or not. In any case, I'm glad she made contact with you. Though I'm sure something's still weighing on her mind, otherwise she would have returned by now. I know you have an important battle ahead of you, but if you have some time to spare, please try to help her. It's you. I heard that Elaine went up against your group down in the labyrinth. Yeah, she helped us win that round. We won't let her efforts go to waste. Anyway, what you looking at? Something that's for our eyes only. Guess I can share it if we have info to swap. It's related to our suspicions that Almana has had some dealings in Oracion. I'm organizing all the information that was collected at this branch and combining it with what we've learned over the last few days. I'm hoping it'll prove helpful somewhere down the line. Neat. Well, good luck with that. Shouldn't you be preparing for the final battle? Don't tell me you're procrastinating. We're working on it. What are you up to? Still investigating? As it so happens, yes. Up until yesterday, I was gaining a grasp on the situation in the city and looking into the forces present here. I've also been doing a number of favors on the down low. Today, though, I'm doing a little transmitting. The heck you mean by that? Must be doing some information manipulation or hacking, maybe. It's quite the accusation you've laid at my feet. I'm doing nothing of the sort, this time. Well, it's no skin off my back either way. If you hear anything about Elaine, give me a ring, alright? Of course. Keep in mind, though, that the value of any information you receive will vary depending on how you choose to act on it. Always remember that. Damn, that was like philosophical and shit.
Indeed.
So Ewan's lover was able to move on. It's good to hear. I'm sure leaving her behind was Ewan's greatest regret. If she'd been trapped by her own anger and lost sight of her own future, I don't know how I would have faced him up in heaven. But I don't have to worry about that now. I'm sure Ewan can rest easy. If you heard that crash, that was the cat falling off the armrest. So now she's stuffing her face to, mask the pain, maybe? I don't know. It's odd to see someone hosting an event for children at the Opera House. Come to think of it, I believe I heard someone saying something about this on the Orbital Net. I didn't look too deeply into it, though. Goodness, I've never seen so many children in front of the Opera House before. Well, I suppose it's fine, so long as they don't cause a ruckus. Although looking at them now, I see a number of children who are dressed in remarkably unrefined garments. Who on earth is holding an event like this? This thing sounds scary, but as long as Tita's with me, I'll be okay. I wasn't expecting a surprise like this one. Maybe Adios hasn't abandoned me after all. What? Not gonna touch that one. I may be missing out on the... Okay, maybe that makes a little... That's not as dark as I was thinking that was. I may be missing out on the EGC, and I'm not gonna be able to meet any fancy actresses. But this event should still be tons of fun. Yeah, my mind went black as night there. Wow, sounds like super fun. May I go invite my friends real quick? I need to get permission from Mommy, too. Everyone, over here, I'm the guide, so follow my lead. I know we've all been down in the dumps lately, but let's try to forget all that and have fun today. Where is she dragging those kids off to? Wait, I don't got time to poke my nose in this. I'll just trust that she knows what she's doing. The only thing I gotta worry about is the fight that's ahead of us. There's some sort of event going on. They rented the space only a few moments ago. When I heard who the organizer was, though, I couldn't possibly say no.
Well, just a quick break, that's all.
I heard there was going to be an event for kids here. Is that what's going on in front of the Opera House? Well, isn't that nice? It's been so very dour as of late, so it's always good to do something to clear the air.
Don't you need a suit?
The festival's drawing near, isn't it? I'd almost forgotten it after the tragedy of Krail Village. Hope it isn't cancelled. The festival does bring in a lot of foreign tourists. They often stop by to see Oracion. It's a peak money-making period for us. Better work on my sales pitch. This is a sensitive time, so I have to be careful about what I say.
Take a good look.
Usually I start baking celebratory cakes for the festival around this time, but with the tragedy still fresh in our minds, I decided that now may not be the time for it. Though I suppose it's best to not let this dark mood linger forever. I'll just see what the customers request and go from there. We'll head up North District first.
It's so pretty.
At last, my masterpiece is finally complete. I may not have got a wink of sleep, but sacrifices are often necessary for quality art. Still, this is quite the ominous depiction of Ashtar Palace. Wonder why it turned out this way. Perhaps it represents the dark history that lies within the shadows of the Revolution. Yes, that must be it. Well, I suppose I ought to get going. This'll have been all for naught if I'm tardy. I don't know, the place looks kind of gloomy in general.
Why,
We have a good rep with the people who come here, but there are some who refuse to shop in this marketplace. It's tough. Maybe I should head out to the capital during the Revolution Festival. I'll bet the people there are more open to uncommon foods, and if I'm right, I could grow my business through word of mouth. I'd also just like to help make the Revolution Festival as successful as possible, especially after the recent tragedy and all. Never thought I'd be sharing a drink with the two of you. Agreed, last time this happened was during Operation Meal Mirage, though things were quite tense at the time. Every crisis brings opportunity. What say we join hands and work to overcome this predicament together? Pass, rather not make a deal with the devil. My, this is quite the unusual gathering. You said it, Guild and Hayway are constantly at each other's throats, but I guess there's not much reason for them to fight now. This is my first time seeing Yeen in casual clothes. She looks nice. Hey, quit staring at her, you creep! You lost the right to look at other women after what happened in Longley. Wasn't staring, damn it, and stop pulling that over my head. You can't deny a partnership would be mutually beneficial in our current situation. Why not give it some thought? I'll even try to forget the fact that you crushed many of our businesses if you agree. Someone's holding a grudge. Listen, I was just doing my job. Well, why don't we just settle for exchanging info for the time being? That's a repeat.
You there. Let me turn.
Okay, time to make some sales. I know things are rough right now, but if my two best friends can weather the storm, so can I. There are limits to what we can do on our own, but with a bit of support from friendly hands, we can accomplish anything. I can only continue this bargain sale thanks to Emma, so I'm going to lift people's spirits by helping fill some bellies.
Looking is all. Come back for more anytime.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing any shopping. What the? She's amazing. Dance some more. Yes, dance, monkey. Okay, okie dokie, one more time. Look at Small Fry go. She's quite good. Memory serves, she learned how to dance from Miss Shahina and Tharbad. Well, color me impressed. She's got everyone's attention. Bet she'd have pretty good screen presence if she decided to take up acting. I can see that. Anyway, I have no idea what she's up to, but there's no reason to interfere. Agreed, let's be on our way.
This market's got everything.
I went to the orphanage earlier, but no one was there. Maybe they're on a field trip or something. Guess I ought to leave them be for today. I can drop by some other time. Love to teach those kids how to make handicrafts. I got some fish in today. Please don't let them go to waste. Sucks you can't talk to them.
this stuff's straight from...
So you're the guy who Pershing was talking about. You want to come with me to the Free Cities? That's right. Name's Fahnenkopf, and I'll go anywhere that has rare knickknacks to be found. A little birdie told me some antique parts from the Middle Ages are being dug up in the Free Cities as we speak. Just must go see them with my own eyes. You're pretty passionate about this, aren't you? I can see the little twinkle in your eye. You look like a kid in a candy store. My apologies if my excitement was a tad off-putting. People often tell me my curiosity is like that of a child. I can see why, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm sure this will make for a fun trip. I'm only going to guide you part of the way there, so if you're fine with that, then let's get going.
No need to be shy now.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy one of those accessory
can.
things. It's not often I get to lay my eyes on antiques and rarities from the Free Cities. If I'm going all the way up there, I might as well slip in a visit to Arteria and Le Mans. Wait, if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to make it home in time for the Revolution Festival. Pershing was right. This guy is definitely an interesting one. Means like this always make coming to the Republic worthwhile.
Got it.
Oops,
Very
wrong
well.
button.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't talk to her. I certainly wasn't expecting these surprise festivities. They must be trying to cheer us up. Left my daughter behind in the South District. She's with a nice guide lady, so I'm sure she'll be fine. I want my little Tito to have a great time. These sorts of opportunities don't come along every day.
Kids are always so full of it.
Everyone looks excited, and that makes me feel excited too. We don't get chances like this very often, so I say we make the most of it. But I'll have to keep an eye on Ta and Rinka so they don't get lost. It's good that these two get to experience something like this. Though, I guess it's the first time for me too. I'm pretty stoked for this. This is awesome! I was planning to use my part-time pay on something like this, but now I don't have to. This is gonna be a blast! Can't wait to see the look on Todd's face. I can't wait, I can't wait! Are you guys excited? I sure am! I can't believe they got invited to a special event like this. Must be the goddess at work. Hope everyone enjoys themselves. They'll be able to see just how vast the world is, and they can spend some time with other kids as well. Anyone in here? Just wanted to make sure she wasn't forgetting someone. Like at today's Terrell Times issue, I always trust them to give a thorough, accurate breakdown of the incidents they cover. They gave a comprehensive summary of the Creel tragedy, but they didn't mention the Meld report that lost his life. I only found out about that because I picked up yesterday's Meld issue this morning. Dingo carried the weight of Meld on his back. We lost someone truly special. Yep, moment of silence for Dingo. An Alsheim airship is currently docked at the airport. I imagine they're here to do trade. The upper class do love their Central Eastern goods. Although it does make me question their prejudice against immigrants. Suppose their own hypocrisy has not dawned on them. Just finished discussing future plans with a business partner in the capital. The response was better than I could have hoped. Apparently Le Mans' strongest bracer is off to Edith. They say they have the strength of 100 men. I'm sure they'll turn things around. They'll do us Lemanians proud. Trying to think of who that might be. One of our patrons asked if he could use our phone to contact the capital, and I happily lent it to him. State of emergency has been declared over there, so I understand his concern. Judging from his excitement, the news he received was positive. I'm happy for him. So you survived long enough to make it to the final round. Guess there's no avoiding a battle to the death with those jackasses now. You better not show them any mercy, you hear? I don't need you telling me that. I know what I have to do. Cool, then I'll be looking forward to seeing how you pull a win out of your ass. I've been running this hotel for a long time now, so I met people of all walks of life. Travelers of every background come here to rest. I heard the Creel Village Inn was similar in that regard.
Indeed.
Want something to drink? Don't be a stranger.
So you made it to the final phase. I'm impressed. Too bad you disposed of my insurance, though. Insurance my ass. Hey, you can't deny it would have been useful. You could have annihilated the whole lot of them with a flick of your wrist. And brought us all one step closer to world peace in the process. Any peace that is obtained with weapons of that variety is no peace at all. So what are you plotting now? I'm just going to spectate from here. I don't spend every hour of the day scheming, you know. I'm having a ball just watching you all scamper and scurry about trying to save the day. Keep up the good work. You're doing a great job keeping me entertained. We aren't friggin' tools for your amusement, you dick. On the contrary, that's exactly what I hired you for. If you weren't my client, I'd kick your ass right here and now. No one up there. Curses, that infernal Bracer Guild is watching my every move. They've been a thorn in my side for far too long. I have no choice but to flee for now. I'll have other chances in the future, but until then I'll lay low and wait for the dust to settle. So, we need to hit up this one. Business was good this month. I think I'll splurge on some good wine to celebrate. I should consider stocking up on it. Profits may be down next month depending on what the Republic's situation is going forward. How can I be expected to make it through the end of the year without my wine? I don't know if you guys know who W.C. Fields is, but that kind of reminds me of the whole, him buying 6 cases in after Pearl Harbor bombing in December 7th, 1941. Had quite the scare last night. A large man I'd never seen before came into the theater. He was even more out of place than me and my generation. He picked a seat very close to mine and was so flabbergasted I couldn't focus on the movie at all. I decided to take Monique's suggestion to heart and broach the subject of my studying abroad to my parents. Turns out it might actually be doable. They were impressed I had been considering schooling abroad at all. If I pursue this path, it'll take some time before I fully prove to them that I'm independent. But if it allows me to break free from their chains, then I'm willing to go to the Exterselge. So, one last look. That's where we came in from.
Let's be on our way.
Well, well, this little event sounds most intriguing, and it's made possible by foreign royalty, no less. Now I truly will feel like a traveling princess. How could I refuse? Surely you'll need someone to accompany you, yes? I'll be more than happy to. Well, it's true that I'll have to mingle with children of lower classes. I can also meet people from other distinguished families as well. It'll be nice to go out and enjoy this by myself. No! Now that I think about it, Father did say he wanted to develop connections with the people of House Mortier. Wonder if their eldest son will be attending. I think I'll greet him if he's present. Please, just give me another chance. I want to attend this event with you. I won't act like I did yesterday, I swear.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store, a bastion of history and culture.
Well, if you truly wish to go, then I won't stop you. Go enjoy yourself, sweetie. Wait, didn't they say the event is being sponsored by Central Easterners? Why would they? Don't worry about that, Mama. Apparently the man behind it is like super rich and important and stuff.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
The man behind the event is doing a lot of stuff down south. I can't wait to see what it's all about. I'm surprised my daughter is interested in this sort of event. The fact that it's being sponsored by Central Easterners is making me a little wary, I'll admit. But if my daughter wants to go, I won't stop her. Not too long ago, I spotted the President's daughter. She hadn't been home in some time. She nodded at me and then disappeared. I thought she looked a little distressed. I wonder if it has something to do with her father.
In our store, you'll find products of only the highest quality.
The senior employees seem a little perturbed. Apparently there's something going on with the President's family. Well, it's none of my business. It's not like it impacts my work. I heard from Chief Manager Parley that Elaine is here in Oracion. I used to do maintenance work on her favorite sword back in the day. I've heard about her many exploits as a bracer. It fills me with joy that her sword is being put to good use. However, I'm still sad to hear that she's estranged from President Eau Claire.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store, a bastion of history
Are we...
and culture.
Okay, I was wondering, is that like a Jaeger group that had their backs to us, but I don't recognize them at all. Heard that the President's daughter was spotted near her, but she didn't come this way. She's been avoiding me since even before she left home. Why could she not understand her father's
We
feelings?
hope you enjoy shopping with us today.
Didn't they... Never mind. Now that I think about it, this year's EGC should be starting up soon. It's quite the show for fashionistas such as myself. I was enthralled by the event in my younger days. Helps expose aspiring fashion designers to all sorts of different styles. If a designer is stuck in the past or too focused on trend chasing, they'll never be able to make clothes that bring out a person's beauty.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store, a bastion of history and culture.
Well, I did it. I spread the information over the net, and the Royal Guardian like that girl asked. But I'm a little worried about me getting in trouble. This whole thing seems to be blowing up. The Editor-in-Chief is going to have my hide for this later, but who cares? I made the choice because I thought it was the right thing to do. Even if I get reprimanded, I won't regret it.
Alrighty.
For the last 3 days, we've been ordered to ignore all the Jaegers that are strolling about town. A lot of my fellow officers are a little on edge, and I don't blame them one bit. But orders are orders, and I hear they come from the CID. Best just do as we're told. Over the past few days, I've noticed a fair number of bracers and shady-looking individuals out and about. Also, the air feels a tad thicker with the police on high alert. They are harming the calming ambience of the city. Our not-so-competent boys in blue are nothing like the Royal Guards of old. Yeah, they're not as corrupt. Yes, I went there. What you did was incredibly reckless. Had the Fixers not come to your rescue, who knows what would have happened to you. I'll admit that I went too far this time. However, that doesn't change the fact that my grandfather doesn't give a damn about me. Am I wrong? I don't think his inattention is due to lack of care. His work really does keep him busy. Though I do understand how you feel, I can let him know that your feelings were hurt. President Dalty is a very busy man, you see, so he doesn't have a complete grasp on what Lucio has been up to. Perhaps it's time to let him know. If the lack of familial communication is what resulted in this incident, then the only remedy for them is to talk things out. Even after everything that's happened, he's prioritizing his meeting with the president of the Quincy Company over checking up on me. Fine, I'd rather spend my time with the High Bloods over him anyway. Many people seemed a bit flustered last night at the social club. They were speaking as though we should be fearful of these recent terrorist attacks. I can understand their concern to some extent, but I believe they are overreacting. Okay, so here's a list of investments for Oracion businesses from people in the capital, and here's the brokerage firm analysis data. Oh dear, this is not good. I don't think those among the social elites are aware of how bad things are. If we can't make up for that deficit... Wait, what deficit? I haven't heard anything about this. There's nothing to be worried about. The Oracion Trust Bank is just facing a little bit of trouble. But we're about in time, I'm sure. Yeah, there's no way they're only facing a little bit of trouble. One look at DuPont can tell me that much. I'm sure doing business in the city isn't easy, but I wonder if there's something deeper going on. There's a line item category that simply says compensation. Compensation for what? I imagine the president knows the answer, but now probably isn't the best time to ask about that. There was a meeting and a social gathering last night. For some reason, the ETWS representatives that attended looked a little panic-stricken. I hope nothing's wrong. Should I be keeping an eye out for something? After all, it's our job to ensure our guests are relaxed and happy during their stay. Sounds like our Kowloon and Marduk guests' reasons for being here are quite complicated. It is not our place to pry into their private business, but we'd still like to be of service if possible. After all, they are guests at our hotel, and that truth remains unchanged. Now then, let's talk about that contract. Mind going over the technical stuff? I'm afraid that information is confidential, but if necessary, I can ask the general manager if I can disclose it. Cool, you do that. I'd really like to know more about you-know-what. Oh, hey, you guys. For your sake, I hope you weren't eavesdropping. No, we got the last bit, but I doubt any of us understood a word you were saying. Speaking of things I don't understand, why the hell are you two chilling here together? I'm just hanging with my buddy, the Comsheen. This is strictly business. Our client deemed it necessary that we meet, so we're meeting. That's all. I don't have friendly get-togethers. Anyway, the wet blanket's right. We're just acting under client's orders. Or so I assume. For all I know, they could have an ulterior motive here. I wouldn't know. Ask my superiors. Who could Ikaruga's client be? I've been wondering this since I saw them in Kunlun. In Marduk's case, the contract formed with the President's administration should still be valid. I'm still not clear on why these guys jumped into the fray here, but at least they won't be getting in our way. I've chosen to do things differently from the Kruga. I do not expect you to understand why, just that you accept it. I'd really like to see more of the Comsheen, well, what the Comsheen can do. I wouldn't mind getting to know him more either. I'm sure he's got tons of fascinating stories to tell. And who knows, I'd probably be able to understand him better than most. He and I are kindred spirits, after all. Oh. I have a feeling I'm forgetting something. We haven't seen Fee yet. Well, here's more bracers, of course. You wrapped up your stuff here? Yep, I also finished another request at the same time. I also did your share of the work on it. What the? Are you kidding me, dude? Were you just pretending to be a reckless idiot back in Longlai? Well, I just wanted to see your skills firsthand back then. You've got some nerve, you know that? But I like that about you. Well, guess I'll go chill out somewhere. Thanks for enabling me to be lazy. Sure thing, because I'm so laid back, it kind of worries me. Greg came along even though we told him not to, but since he's here we figured we'd put him to work. While keeping a close eye on him, of course. Kid's got talent, but I'm still a little worried about him. Whatever, this babysitting crap's a pain in the butt, but we're all in the same boat here. Guess I'll just focus on keeping him out of trouble. I figured that since I'm stuck here, I might as well make myself useful. So I wanted to at least help out. Despite everything that's gone down, Kazan's still as lax as ever. It's helped put me at ease, actually. We will be holding a memorial mass today, but I don't expect to see many children there. It looks like they are being invited to some kind of event. While it's important that we mourn for those who have passed on, I understand that we ourselves have to move on with our daily lives at some point. That event may help brighten the hearts of the children. Perhaps this opportunity is a gift from the goddess herself. I'm here to pray again today. I was surprised to hear news of a fun event going on given all that's happened. Perhaps the organizers are trying to cheer people up. If that's the case, I can admire that. Let's put a smile back in my son's beautiful face, and if he's happy, so am I. Everything's been super depressing lately, but that event sounds really fun. I even got invited. And when Mommy told me to have fun, she smiled. I haven't seen her do that in ages. Apparently, only kids get to go, so I've got to have enough fun for Mommy, too. I want her to smile lots more. So his name is Harriet, but Harriet is, as far as I know, a traditionally feminine name. Wonder if they may have meant Harold or something, or I'm not sure. What are the people from Arteria doing here? Something is off. I can't quite place my finger on what. Hello. We will be holding a memorial mass again today. Let us all pray for those who have passed on. People who were dispatched from Arteria are doing an investigation here. But don't be alarmed. I doubt anything serious is going on. Please do not disparage your hometown so, madam. Your husband is still very proud of the city, and he trusts you so much that he has you acting in his place. Perhaps it's because I've spent so much time in the capital, but I'm beginning to find people's attitudes here to be off-putting. I went to the High Society gathering last night and it felt like the people there had no sympathy for the victims of the attack. I may have been raised here, but I still feel like I can objectively take a step back and see things for what they are. Isn't that Anya's? Alright, I'll help explain everything to the children. That would be best. As for the other sisters... Wonder what she's doing with one of those sisters of the church. I'm more curious about what they're talking about. Probably about whatever plan she's brewing. Well, let's leave them to it. We don't need to get in her way. Yes, that would be best. Can I really join? Jean did come here and invite me, so I guess I can. This is really happening, right? Pinchman must be dreaming.
Why don't we see...
Yeah, I think I have enough time for these in this video. We recently received reports of dangerous monsters in the area. Upper Remnant, 4 Voluto Fiends. Looks like there's more. Middle Zone, 2 Gashaskal Abyss. And the last one, Lower Zone, Broken Rider. So it's 421. Monster extermination request. And the underground labyrinth. We can even go there when we want now that the round 3 is over and done with. Since the game is no longer taking place there, it has likely been released from the Genesis control. I'm pretty sure we're the only ones who can enter the palace, but the rest of the groups are probably free to go down there now. Does that mean civilians could get in there too? It's possible, which makes it all the more dangerous to let those monsters roam free. Though I'm certain other groups will deal with them should we decide to pass on these requests. Yeah, but we probably have the best lay of the land out of everyone here. Fair point. We don't have much time, but if you guys want to take these on, I'm game. I'm sure our other allies would like to join in on the fun too. So normally I would interpret that as saying, hey, go grab some guest characters and go mess stuff up, but kind of getting the impression that's not really the case. So we'll work our way down. There is one thing I want to do. Benchmark.
Suggest physical attacks for now. Let's do battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack.
The
Okay.
elements are in our...
Well, that's convenient. Wonder if they're all going to be like this. A fearsome foe is prowling around. Looks like we found our prey. They look lively. I don't remember seeing other monsters like them down here before. Me neither. Maybe Almada unleashed today or something. Doesn't change what we gotta do, though. Let's tear him up.
There are so many of them. Look out!
Ah, Kurogane is back.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
I will end them.
Engaging skill.
Please.
Just realized I forgot to mess with the hollow cores. Wrong button.
Displaying info.
That sucks.
Zygot activate.
Our chance.
If you please.
There. Shadowfire.
I won't let this chance slip by.
A good chance for a
I will
shot.
address you all at once.
Room and move in.
There we go.
Time to close in. Initiating drive.
Use a shard boost to get the activating skill.
Think fast. Take this. Your turn, Judith.
Reset. Sweep 'em.
Activating skill.
I won't let this
Well, we
chance
got our
slip by.
40-hit combo there.
A good chance for a shard boost.
I will address you all at once.
Initiating drive.
You'll be sorry.
Might want to boost here.
How I swore with them. Zyka, activate. Huh? The set, sweep up.
Here I go. How's this?
I suggest we strike now.
Engaging skill.
Smash you and defense. It's time.
Miss Lancer!
Shit!
Attack their weakness with an arc.
Yeah, they're just too far apart.
I suggest we strike now.
Payback time!
I won't hold back.
A good chance for a shard boost. Initiating drive. Shadow time. No chance.
You'll be sorry.
Might want to boost here.
How I swore with them.
They're down!
Yeah.
Up to you, Reset!
Miss Lancer!
They flip.
One skill coming right up. I won't let this chance slip by.
A good chance for a shard boost. Initiating drive.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
This'll hurt.
Mr. Arkwright!
I'll dice you up! Your turn, Judith!
Might want to boost here.
We needn't go easy on them.
There he is.
Gotcha. I shall handle this.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
Huh? I won't let this chance slip
Okay,
by.
we got up to 99.
A good chance for a shard boost.
I was
Activating
sweating a
skill.
little bit there, but there's our 100th hit. Pluto's Nova. Mission complete. Good work, everyone. Thanks for the help, guys. Sorry we dragged you into this. Don't be sorry. This was the perfect outlet to vent my frustration after my fight with the comm machine was cut oh so short. You wanted to fight that bastard? Man, you really are insane. There was something peculiar about our prey. Glad I wasn't the only one who thought so. There was something weird about their behavior, but I can't put my finger on what. Well, you know who's thinking about it now. Let's move on to the next request.
That's the wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed.
I don't think I'm close to any rank ups. This is... Dang it. I don't know how you see it. I think this was hers.
Citri here. You're in good hands now. Shifting to maintenance mode.
Okay, you know what? We'll do it this way.
You need.
Here's Pluto's nova. So it looks like we're gonna get some heavy-duty plugins from these.
Time to depart.
That hits the spot.
Should be 2 here, and they're my nemesis, the Abyss Worm. Fearsome foe is prowling around. Let's do this. Careful, they look strong. True, but a death would be any match for us. Don't underestimate, we might be in for a nasty surprise here.
Deploying shards.
Might want to boost here.
You'll never guess. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat coming your way. Now or never.
Might want to boost here.
Only weak to fire. Oh, no, it's weak to wind and time.
Proceed with caution.
So this is a pretty big risk.
I won't hold back. Cobalt curtain.
Activate. Mr. Oddride.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
Over here. All for you.
One skill coming right up.
Archer.
Complete.
Shroud. Down to nothing. You're next.
Now's a great time for a short boost.
Pull out all the stops.
Can't tell if, I don't think they're casting at the moment.
Please, Tudor.
Zygot activate. Take him out.
Initiating drive. Miss Lancer.
Well, we got the 7 rush.
One skill coming right up.
A chance. This'll hurt.
Usable boost. Go all out. Give them your all.
I'll dice you up. They're stunned.
Reset. Sweep up.
Activating skill.
I shall handle this. How's this?
Engaging skill.
Please, Tudor.
Reset. Sweep up.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Activating skill.
Arc of Eldorado. Well, that takes care of that. You were right about us being in for a surprise. Starting to see a pattern here. Indeed, these monsters are utilizing shard skills, of that I am certain. But I thought only humans could use those. That was my understanding too. There's supposed to be a special feature of Zypha technology. I mean, it's not that much of a stretch, right? We've seen monsters that use orbital arts, and they sure as hell aren't packing orbits. I can buy that some of them have the potential to use shard skills too. Suppose it's not inconceivable that they have evolved with our technology, but it's happening too fast. It's getting interesting. Perhaps the answers will come to us after we finish the 3rd request. Shall we work on that next? Up to y'all. Won't deny I'm curious about the whole shard skill thing, but this 3rd request's optional. Bare minimum was to finish 2, so we fulfilled our obligations here. If you guys are wiped out, then we can leave the last one to some other group. Now that you mentioned, I'm pooped and thirsty too. You guys want to head back to the surface? I'd kill for an ice-cold drink right about now. I feel you there. Well, we got some time, so if you guys want to take a break and come back later, we can do that. I'll leave the choice up to y'all.
That's a wrap.
I'll see you at the bottom in a sec. Okay, grab something to drink, topped off everyone's CP, relatively speaking, just to show you real quick. Van's at like 190, but that's good enough. Holy crap, this is a big dude. Be a shame if something happened to those wheels of yours, you know what I'm saying? Fearsome foes prowling around. Let's finish this. Right. Let our battle begin. Keep an eye out for shard skills, everyone. Let's do this thing.
Activating shard.
This'll hurt.
Aw man, someone broke them already.
Over here! All for you!
Bold of you. How's this?
Engaging skill.
Take this.
Our chance.
Now or never.
I'm actually gonna splurge on a craft.
Going all in.
One skill coming right up.
You're not getting away. Reset. Sweep 'em.
Okay, fire, wind, mirage.
Reset. Sweep 'em.
Well, crap, that is a big radius.
A chance.
Use a
This'll
shard
hurt.
to get the upper hand.
I'll dice you up.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Activating drop.
Shroud. Down to nothing.
You'll be sorry.
Activating drop. Might want to boost here.
Going all in.
Initiating drive.
How's this?
Engaging skill.
It's time.
A chance. I'll dice you up.
Oh, we got to tear a nice piece out right there. The magic left some stuff to be desired.
One skill coming right up.
Here I go.
We needn't go easy on it.
Initiating drive. Miss Lancer. One skill coming right up.
Here goes. This'll hurt. It's over.
Reset. Sweep 'em.
Activating skill.
Here I go.
Engaging skill.
Have some more.
Our chance. Keep going.
One skill coming right up. No.
Okay, not as impressive as the guys.
Activating skill.
They're stunned. Have some more.
Activating skill.
So I'd say, is someone gonna finish him, or there you have it. 2U material pluses, Jabberwock arm. Enemy shard skills were in play here as well. These requests are brutal. Good thing we took those things out before they escaped and raised hell on the surface. Wonder where these things came from. It's not every day you run into monsters who can use shard skills. Indeed, there must be more to the story than meets the eye. There's something on the floor. Looks like a machine part or something. It says ZASSM03. What could that mean? I believe SSM may stand for Shard Skill Module, and the 03 would indicate this is the third such module. What? Then they were only able to use shard skills because of this unit? That is but one possibility, though it is likely, yes. That would certainly explain it. It's kind of hard to believe, but it's just about the only explanation that makes sense. Agreed, but what of the ZA portion of the code? I have a feeling it comes from his name, or we've all heard recently. The up-and-coming weapons manufacturer that just so happens to make an appearance in this game. Zect Arms. That would make sense. They were one of the teams that made it to the third round, right? You probably know more about them than any of us present, since, well, they're your competitor. I would not consider them a full-on competitor, but yes, I'm aware of their general operations and have been kept abreast of their developments. The company was established about 5 years ago, and they have been aggressively increasing their market share since before the war began. Their recent attempts to expand a contracted security put them in direct competition with us. They have seen little success in that area, but that hasn't deterred them. I have heard rumors that they were experimenting with traditional weaponry and patrol machinery. One of the things we just fought were the result of that. But what's the benefit of giving monsters the ability to use shard skills? Why go to all this effort? Perhaps they're seeking to use that technology to control the monsters. Might be onto something. But if that's their endgame, I doubt they're under contract. I'm thinking they came of their own volition. Can't deny that winning this game is a decent way to get your name out there. Good for optics, too. And there's another undeniable benefit. This place is a breeding ground for powerful monsters, which makes it a perfect venue to test their new weaponry. And by pitting them against us and the other players, they can gather a not insignificant amount of combat data. What's he thinking about? Controlling monsters with technology, well, that's a new one. They claim to be an ordinary weapons manufacturer, but they are clearly anything but. The tech's clearly far from complete, though, so I'd say there's still no match for you and your company. You flatter us. Anyway, that's the last of the monster extermination requests. Indeed, I'm concerned about what Zekdarms is plotting, but we have more urgent matters to attend to. Yeah, for now we gotta get back to the surface and start getting ready for the final round.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
Nothing on the ground for us to pick up. So I'm just going to make sure everyone's topped off on CP and everything, and when we pick up next time, we'll be moving forward in the storyline. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.